Hey guys, it's me Anyango, hoping that you are healthy, wealthy, and free and loving your life. Loving your life. So, I'm going to tell you something that is kind of going to mess with my character, but we're human. I'm human. I try to be better every day. And in me telling you this, I hope it helps me and helps you know or learn something. So, as mentioned, I'm in the SFM program, and it's a group of people from everywhere, all over the world. And I have a tendency, because I like the English language. See, this is difficult for me to even say. So I like the English language, and I am very particular. Mostly, I've kind of loosened up recently because I realize that I'm making a lot of mistakes, especially once you start learning other languages. The grammar kind of goes downhill for everything because everything just gets mixed up, right? So I was not a grammar Nazi, but close enough. And so when a person is writing to me or texting me or whatever it is, and there are all these typos, it gets on my nerves. It irks me. I just want to fix it in some way. And the problem now with this mentality, this level of perfection that I'm trying to attain with this language that is not even my own, is that I end up dismissing people who mess up the language too much. Like, if you've got too many typos, I'm just like, should I be talking to you? Should I really? And so the problem with that is that when I took my break, because as mentioned, I've been away for a moment, not been doing too good in my levels, but in this time there was a certain person that I had dismissed from the group. And we have these monthly calls where we get to congratulate and recognize those that have made their first sales or their first progress or whatever it is, just to recognize these people. And what happened is that this person that I had dismissed because I don't know if we speak the same language or whatever. Yes, in my pettiness, made their first sale, and not just that, they've got like tens, twenties of people, in their in their group, like they're moving forward. And then it made me think, we're all in this together. We're all here in this group to progress. Who am I to now assume that because you cannot speak this language, which is not even my language? I mean, you would believe that after all my years out of or traveling in this world and knowing the number of languages that there are and the people that struggle to learn English, or me struggling to learn other languages and totally massacring these languages, I would know that speaking grammatically correct, especially English, should not be such a big deal. Ole wangu, oh, and to me. So this person that I had dismissed is actually making progress. And why? Because they were consistent. They have, at least at this point, mastered the art of consistency, of ensuring that you keep it going, ensuring that you stay there, stay the path. And who knows, if I had not dismissed this person, he might have helped me out. He might have ensured that I kept going. There are all these, you never know. Of course, now I also don't know, and it still gives me the opportunity to reach out and speak to them and find out, help me, because I want to be where you are now. I'm gonna have to swallow, and it is what it is. And it just, because I think for me it's that trying to master the consistency part is what gets difficult for me. I start off with all this gusto, and then at some point I stop starting. I get tired. And I mentioned in the previous video about too many cooks, trying to do too many things, taking on too many projects. And that's one of my flaws. I go for too much. And so one thing that I have to learn to do is focus. And in my focus, be consistent in this one thing. Have that one goal and just go for it. Right? So that's what we're going for. Right? Okay. And I just remember, because I'm also, so I have chosen SFM, as I've mentioned to you, and I'll put the link to starting off this whole program below, so that you also know how to get there, if you'd like to join this journey. And in this, you realize, I have realized, because I'm also working on my yoga and my health. It's health, wealth, social, and self. Jonah Kest is another person that I've come to love so much, from the Alo Yoga app. And he's the guy from the video Take Rest. You say take rest. I'll link it somewhere. I love the phrase take rest. It hit me in some other way. I had to talk about it. But what he talks about is the beauty about yoga, and holding these postures in yin yoga, to be specific, is that in the time that you need to hold and breathe through these positions, because you need to stay there for about 3 minutes, and it's discomfort. It shouldn't be pain, it's a sort of discomfort. But in this discomfort, you're listening to your body. You're breathing into those joints that are kind of tight. You're breathing into them to allow them to open up and to loosen up and to get a little more comfortable. Okay? And he explains it. I love the metaphor. He says that it's like being in a relationship. He says, just hold there, stay still, and breathe and relax. Just like in a relationship where you can't run away when it gets too hard. You need to stay the course and breathe through it. Don't overreact, don't get pissed off, just breathe, allow yourself to understand why the pain is in this particular area. Because normally as you hold these poses, the more you relax into them and breathe into them, the less painful it becomes. The more you understand your body as you listen to your body. He says it's just like a relationship where you cannot run away as soon as it gets hard. You need to stay the course if you want it to work. If you want it to work, you need to stay the course. Keep the consistency going. So that's something that I need to work on. It's in the focusing on one thing and then being consistent with it, and not finding, I think in a way it's distractions. I find distractions. So not finding other things to add on to it. Just keeping with the one simple thing, simplicity of one, and going for that. And I believe SFM is going to give me that. So let's keep it going. Let's see how this works out, and make sure it is documented here. Right? It's all about the starting and the restarting, and knowing that I have the community around me to keep me going. So guys, let's see how this works out, right? Be healthy, be wealthy, be free, love your life.